Hello, hello. Welcome on into another Monday Live with the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
No, Matt.
Tonight we're going to be going over the Whiskey Advocates Top 20 of this year. We don't have all of the whiskeys, but we have a lot of them. We're going to be talking about those. We're going to be talking about some of the ones that were on the list that we don't have and have never heard of and that type of thing. Matt, who do we got with us? How are things going with you, buddy?
All right. Sorry for the late thing. Violet was very angry. We got home from karate. She's bitching about her karate, her homework after karate that she failed to do during karate while during Bell's class. So, yay for us. So let's see what kind of beautiful ad we have tonight. Let's see. What is this thing for?
I got StreamYard.
Ooh, MailChimp.
StreamYard yet again.
Spectrum. Ooh, exciting. Where's the good ads? Anyway, all right. So let's see here. So we got Ben Demon Hunter. We've got Emily Chambers, John Kranz. We got our buddy Pinch Hitter Whiskey. They got Jim, Juniper Lane, Spencer Mav. Let's see. OG Brick 420, Stephen T. There's our buddy Eric Evanson. Let's see. Hopefully Sugar Kitty. And there's a new name there, Brute Cone. Good to see you. Scott Moody. How's it going? All righty. So, John McLean, how's it going? Yes, I guess Sarah is not feeling well. That's what Will said. So she's not joining us for the fun of this evening and all of the what Whiskey Advocate is. And some of this list is complete bullshit. But we'll get into that later because there's no way in hell half this shit could belong in this list, let alone be the numbers they are because they're ridiculous.
Let's not call the whole list bullshit. Some of it's
whole list not, but some of them are just there's just no way they belong, especially not the numbers they are. Yeah, yes, Cone. I still have to watch the new Cobra Kai. I've only seen the first three. I know the fourth one just came out, but I haven't had time to watch it yet. So
Sarah's not sick. She's just not feeling up for a live stream tonight. So she's all right. Nobody needs to worry about her.
Plus, it's okay. It saved her from like 5 things with Pete. So, because I started looking like all the single malts are all peated. That's on the list. It's kind of funny. So, well, yeah. So, like I said, every year Whiskey Advocate does a top 20. And some years they're accurate. Some years we've come to the conclusion, basically whoever advertises into their magazine ends up getting placed higher. And then they're like, oh, well, let's let it available. Well, if you look at the list, if you bring the list up real quick, some of these are not remotely readily available. Like the Old Fits. Who the hell finds Old Fits? It's not readily available. No one can find that crap. I mean, the last time I saw an Old Fits was, I think, 2018 was the last time I was able to get an Old Fits. So, yeah, good luck with that. Yes. So, anyway, yes. So Eric sent us some awesome gifts, and so I'm going to open it. I did cut the box open, so I didn't have to look like an idiot here while we're trying to do this. So it seemed like a good choice.
So I already opened mine, so Eric doesn't get to see my reaction. I'm going to make you full screen, Matt.
We got oh wow, that's freaking awesome.
That's not everything.
That's really
the coolest thing ever.
That is freaking awesome, Eric. Damn, dude, this is really cool. Thank you so much. That is what we needed. I will have to figure out. We'll put this up here. You have to stand and everything. That's really cool. I don't know if you 3D printed this or how you made this cool thing, but that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That is so cool.
This thing is epic.
We will figure out
when we move the piano back over to its normal spot.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea.
It's going to live right there, man, so that you got prime placement all the time with it.
Exactly. We really appreciate that, Eric. That is really, really awesome of you. Thank you so much. It's our buddy Misty Whiskey Shits. You check out him on Live Wire. And there's Cheech there from Whiskey Encore. Check out those guys. Raider Nation, how's it going?
So Matt, that wasn't the only thing in the box.
Oh, there's more in the box.
There's more in the box.
Okay. I will look. Is it underneath or something? I see a piece of foam. That's all I see in the box. A piece of foam and that. And the holder. There was a holder.
Maybe look inside some of the packing peanuts.
Just this and this. That's all I see in there.
Oh, well, maybe.
I guess you got it.
Oh, okay.
That's
like coins.
Okay. Hey, make yourself big so I can see them.
grab one out of here real quick. He made us Whiskey Crusader coins.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's really, really cool.
Made out of that same material that the.
Okay. That's really cool, Eric. That's awesome. So, did you 3D print these, or how did you make? What are these made out of? They're really, really nice quality. I don't know. You did an awesome job. Exactly, Root. These are definitely Christmas in January for sure. I really like it. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, it is very, very epic. I'm excited about it.
So that's
you know
awesome.
what else I'm excited about? I'm excited about talking about this list here.
Yes, 3D printing. Okay, perfect. Thank you, sir. Hey, Saffrix, how's it going? Good to see you. All right, so we got this list. Like we said, we don't have all of them. We've got the Nick Offerman, we've got the Makers, we got the Teeling, the Jack Daniel's 10, the George 8. I've tried the Peerless Double, and we have the Compass Box. I've tried the Turkey 1. I haven't tried the Brooklight. We have the whatever the hell this one is that I can't pronounce. This new distillery. What does it say? Ardnamurkin. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce that one, but I don't know. So I've had Bib and Tucker, I've had Aaron, but they're not those versions, so we didn't want to do them. Same with the Pure Malt from Nika. And the Old Fitz, I have an Old Fitz 11, but not this year's. And the Wiseman, we tried that courtesy of Stephen T. That stuff's not good. I don't know if... Oh, God damn it. Hold on. People in this house always going in and out. Freaking love their, alarms here. Hey, Leo, how's it going? Very, very cool. Oh, they're part of making coins. Oh, wow. So you made this. Wow, that's awesome. And let's see. So we got then that Glendronach Port Wood. I've got that, but not that particular one. But it's really good. Wheelhorse we've got, and of course, Andalusia is who Will works for now. We have their stuff for sure. So, I don't know if we want to. I don't really make some out. We'll probably start with the unpeated things. Is probably the best thing to start with. I guess we should start with Dickle because that seems to be the most likely choice of things to start with to me is Dickle, which was number 5. Okay, I'll come to the conclusion Dickle must just give them like a ton of money. I mean, they won best a couple years ago, and it was not good. I don't think any of us liked that one. It was okay.
It was simply. I think it's just advertising dollars for some of these.
It has to be. This makes no logical sense.
If you spend X amount of money advertising with a company, they're probably going to pay a little bit more attention to your products.
That is what I'm thinking. A good intro to Dickle Brew, if you do want to try Dickle, is just get the regular 12. It's not an age statement. It's just simply recipe 12, and it's cheap. It's like $20 if you do want to try it. We've definitely never reviewed it.
Also,
but it's
a good intro to Dickle. It's not super expensive either.
Exactly. It's a good place to start. So this is their first bourbon, but it goes to the Tennessee, the whole Tennessee charcoal filter, the maple charcoal filtering. So it's like, okay, so it leans to bourbon, which it does. We've reviewed it. So if you want to see a full review on this one, you can check it out. But,
and we actually compared it to other Dickle products, and this does lean more into the bourbon notes. It's a little bit heavier into the caramels and the brown sugars and the toffees that bourbon gets into, that Tennessee whiskey tends to be a little bit shinier, a little bit brighter, a little bit more honey and peanut brittle, those types of notes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure the guy that pays 3 times what the next 2 top runners pays is Chewin. That's probably true, OGB. And that's true. The Scotches on this list are good. I don't really have any problem with the Scotches or the Irish on this list. It's just some of the other ones, or not so much they don't belong on the list, they just don't belong as high as they got on the list. Yeah. Like, this is the 5th best thing you could taste this year. There's no freaking way this is the 5th best thing you tasted this year.
Well, and I mean, even that Teeling, I mean, while it's very, very good,
it's not the top. I mean, we love Teeling. In fact, it's one of the things we're going to have Teeling's Master Distiller on, which I'm very excited to be doing. So we're working with them to have them on. And Black Pitts is awesome. It's probably the best peated Irish there is.
Teeling is making some really fun stuff, but honestly, the stuff that I like the most from Teeling is not theirs. They bought it from Cooley.
So yes. Now, granted, that one, I think that's a combination of theirs and others at this point. Like, the pot still's all theirs. But yeah, all cannabis competitions work that way. Well, then I guess, see, I imagine most do. Okay, where are we? So right now we're just starting to just start with the Whiskey Advocate top 20 this year. So yeah, so we'll put up on the screen there.
We're actually starting with number 5, believe it or not, just because it's unpeated and low proof. And the way we typically work through things is we start with lower proof things that are unpeated, and then we work our way into higher proof things that are peated and or are peated. So
yes. So
Cat's talking to me. He really wants me to get some bacon going.
Bacon is always good. As Weasley's like, give me the bacon.
Seriously.
But yeah, it smells fine.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It smells Dickle, though. I mean,
it smells.
If you understand their fingerprint, if you've had a lot of Dickle products in the past, this smells like one of theirs. It's just a little bit richer, a little bit darker. But yeah.
Okay. There's that. You're welcome. Not a problem. Team Weezer. That's right, Sugar Cookie. Good job.
He's waiting patiently. I haven't opened the bacon yet, but he knows I have it because I made it earlier.
And I think that's a shame. They don't review small stories because they don't advertise them, which I think is bullshit. Spring Break and Edderdow are both amazing distilleries. And Dale Dale, how's it going? He said the 13-year BIB is way better than the one I don't get. We really liked the 11-year BIB.
The 11-year.
Because the first year was the 13, then they came with the 11, then the 13 again this past year. We thought the 11 was better than both of those.
Yeah, and it was a 13 that won.
Yeah, and the 13 is the first one. The first 13 won, which doesn't do it for me. It's got especially when you go back to it and you compare it to 11, it's got a really weird off note once you get to that. Hey, Jeremy, how's it going? Compared to the 11. The 11 we thought was really good. That was my favorite, probably my favorite Dickle product I've tried. That was Dickle name. There are other Dickle products that are sourced out to other distilleries that are really good that I like Blue Note, things like that.
There are also other Dickles that are sourced out and put a fancy name behind it and charge $200 freaking dollars for it.
Named Sullivan's Cove.
Sweetness.
Sorry, Sweetens Cove. Sullivan's Cove is Australian brand. Sorry.
Listen, before you spend $200 on that, explore the Dickle line and know that you really love Dickle.
Yes, no doubt about that.
Because
we all wish Teeling Chestnut was in stores for sure. But yeah, now granted, Sullivan's Cove is $200 and up, but that's actually a really good whiskey, which is totally different than Sweetens Cove, which we don't know about, but thankfully Froze let us borrow, and I'm really glad he did because I'm glad I didn't pay for that.
Yeah. No kidding.
Well, the Spencer's got a good point. If we all be mad if this was actually good stuff too, though, because then everyone would know about it. It's a valid point. That is true. Yeah. Now we are going to make you guys a list of actual our top pick for each category. Probably come out next week or two. That we'll put out and actually be things people actually want to drink. So but this one's fine.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Kirkland 7-year bourbon was not bad. Actually, it was better than a lot of Dickle products. That's true. So I think our least favorite Kirkland, though.
Yeah.
And so you actually really liked the Tennessee whiskey that they made. We really liked.
We still need to review the Irish.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got that one. We got a 1792, or the one that's the Barton version. That it's here. We've also got the 23-year and the peated Isla, so we got those as well. So all sorts of fun Kirkland stuff to still review. We're gonna have one night. We'll have a giant Kirkland night, and that will be fun.
Yes, it will be.
It'll be good stuff for sure. Oh yeah,
and the Canadian. I have a Canadian down there.
Oh, you're Canadian too? Oh shit. Okay, I didn't realize you're Canadian too. All right, I got that too. Cool.
Thank you, Eric. Yes.
So, will you explain the bacon to Brute? Since I'm clearly new and really appreciate always new people coming in here. What the bacon is all about?
Yeah, I have an affinity for bacon and whiskey. I need something to cleanse my palate between whiskeys. When we have some nights, or we have at some points, compared 25 whiskeys in the span of 2 hours.
This is true.
We went through Compass Box. We had 25 whiskeys in 2 hours that night.
Mm-hmm.
You need something to cleanse the palate and to kind of keep you sober through things like that. And I feel like bacon is the best pairing with basically any form of whiskey out there. It goes with Scotch. It goes with bourbon. It goes with everything. So.
Yes, it does. It's delicious. All right, we might as well move on to the other Tennessee whiskey in this list, which is Jack Daniel's Tenure, which is the first. This is also we had a full review of this one as well out there for you guys. First Jack Daniel's product over 100 years. That's got an age statement on it. It's 97 proof, so big jump up from the regular 80 proof. Most of their special stuff has been pretty good in the last, I guess, last 3-4 years from Jack Daniel's. We've become pretty big fans. Still need to try, the Coy Hill. Still haven't had a chance to try that one yet, but would love to try that one. So have a source that's going to get us a sample. So we're glad, and hopefully that works out. Hey, Galen, good to see you. Yes, there's no doubt about that. It definitely sucks. And Leo, you're right. It was delicious, that Kirkland 23. Everything's better with bacon. This is true, Sugar Kitty. No doubt about that.
Indeed.
So I like the nose of this so much better.
I do
and
too.
Actually, these got reviewed in the same. They came out in the same week, which was fun.
Yeah, this one is superior to me than
by far.
Let's
now
see. It ranked one higher. Okay,
it's one higher, and it's definitely better than Dickle, I think, by far. Now, is it the most? Oh, I'm gonna show that from Cohen there. I forgot we don't have any mods, I think, in here tonight because Donald has a new schedule, so Donald won't be here for an hour. Actually, he'll be here probably a little bit. So I know he got a big raise and a big, better schedule to only work during the week instead of weekends. So I want to congratulate Donald on his big promotion and his raise. So that's awesome for him. Been a longtime friend and subscriber here to us. Good friend. I'm sure he'll be here soon to mod. But yeah, I got your thing in there, Cohen. So we're all good. Exactly. That is very true, Cohen. Correct. Screwball and bacon. That's probably delicious. More than likely.
Absolutely delicious. Why can't they?
You currently have it. Oh, dude, that sucks. No fun at all. Hope you guys get better soon. And your little one, too. That's not good.
Trying to figure out how to make somebody else a mod, but it's not letting me here.
Cheech was in here earlier. I know Cheech is a mod. He may be going back and forth between different streams, though, trying to mod everything. Let's see. So we got Ben says he blended Ardbeg 10 with Highland Teachers. Seems like I added too much Teachers. Still good, easy way to drink Teachers, which I'm not a fan. See, we both like Teachers. We're both pretty big fans.
But I also use Teachers as my base in a lot of blends.
True. So,
I do enjoy Teachers on its own. I mean, just basically just for the price point, though. You get a $175 for $30. Come on,
right?
Exactly.
Just put more Ardbeg in it. Exactly, Drum Yankee. Problem solved. Hey, Roscoe, how's it going? Good to see you.
There you go.
Oh yeah, we can make Jim be one. Let me add him. There, Jim, you're a mod. Problem solved.
Oh, I was gonna say Eric Evanson.
Oh yeah, Eric says he can do it too. Here, I'll make Eric one too.
Put Eric in there too.
Eric can be one. Ben can be one. There
we go. Now we got some mods to take care of all the curse words that we don't care about.
Yes, we don't care. It's fine. It's an adult show for adults. So,
is Bill still live? I saw he was live with the distillery.
I had to watch it on silence. I was at the dojo and talking in the chat, so I was like, "Well, here you go."
Yeah.
But this is good. Do I think it's the fourth best whiskey I had this year? No, but I think it's good. Yeah, it's good.
And it's a good new product out from Jack. I'm really happy that they have an age statement again. I think
absolutely 100 years is a long freaking time. You think about it, most people died before this thing had an age statement that were born prior to having one. It's wild when you think about it. 10 minutes ago he left. Okay, so he just finished then.
Nice. Well, welcome on in, everybody that's joining from that. We're going through the...
There we got a new subscriber here from Colombia. Well, thank you very much for coming here. I really appreciate it.
Welcome on in.
I do love the worldwide audience. We have a lot of, good fans all over the world.
Tonight we're talking about the top 20 whiskeys from the Whiskey Advocate calendar. We're doing these in kind of a strange, weird order because we like to drink things in proof order and kind of build up towards peat and not get all the peat in early. We have tasted the George Dickle and the Jack Daniels so far. Matt, what are we moving on to next? While I clean my glass and probably cleanse my palate with a slice of bacon.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, like Ben said, there is a problem apparently in YouTube right now with the Russian bots. We don't understand. I mean, obviously it's Russians who are doing it. But they are Russians. What do you expect? They are former commies. So that's what they do.
Expect them to fuck with us.
Exactly. All right, let's go to Wheel Horse. Now, this, I think, for me, is probably my budget of the year. Is Wheel Horse. It's like $27, 101 proof, made by Oz Tyler, which I really thought. We reviewed this at the very beginning of the year. And the brand sent us this, but this was really good. As you guys know, most of my bottles don't look like this. I haven't drank the shit out of them. This one was really good. So,
Hold that up again and get the full screen of that.
Yeah, so, I mean, and you guys know me. Most of my bottles, they're like here. This one, I like this one. I had to put it away because I can't get it in Texas, so I had to put it away.
Most of them are here because you've shared them with like 3 or 4 people and poured me an ounce and a half sample and that type of thing as well. So, for a bottle to be that low at Matt's house is saying something.
It is, no doubt. Or it's been around for a long time. A Russian girl will be better. Well, that's probably true, Eric. That's probably a valid point.
So we're moving on to Wheel Horse, which is number 19 on the list here.
Yes. I don't really have a problem with that. I think this was a really good newcomer to the market. I think it's good stuff. Yes, that's true Sugar Creek. Right. It's true Oz Tyler, not Terra Pure, which makes a bunch of not stuff that I don't think any of us are really big fans of. Yeah, exactly. Yes, most of them think that we're at that weird ultrasonic. This is nothing like. This is actually legitimately just done like old school whiskey, and it's really good. Oh, you're close to it, like 20 minutes, Brute? Nice. Very cool. Yeah, we've never actually been to Kentucky, but someday would like to get that. It's definitely on the list of things to do.
Absolutely.
But yeah, really, this I really like. I've heard the rye is even better, but like I said, we can't get Wheel Horse in Texas, so if anybody wants to send us a rye, would like to try that one. But I know Irene Tan, who's another fellow sommelier, did a pick of the rye. She said it's really, really good up at her store up there in Connecticut.
What is that fruit note? It is not apple or cherry. Wow, that's an interesting bourbon. I don't remember this one. I remember reviewing it forever ago, but
it's like a cinnamon peach.
Yeah, peaches.
Yeah, I haven't found the O2 either. I don't know if they've stopped the advanced aging route, but I know this product isn't. They probably still do it more than likely, not this particular one. Okay, so it's now the Green River Distill. Oh, that's right. They did change that name. That's right. I forgot about that. Miyagi-Do sucks with Tenure. Okay. Okay, Sugar said the Wheel Horse rye just started to appear. Yeah, we heard it's really good. That's, like I said, from people that are reputable. So it's as good as this is. Apparently the rye is supposed to be even better. So I'm really looking forward to trying that rye at some point. But I like the proof 101. I like the price, $27. It's a really good new product, I think. I really like it. And I think as it gets old, I think this was only 2 years old. Yeah, it's 2. So as soon as, these things get a little bit older, they're going to get better. It's got a mash bill, 70 corn, 21 rye, 9 malted barley. But yeah, we also have a full review of this one, like I said, at the beginning of the year, if you want to check that out. So, but yeah, it's good stuff. I'm enjoying it, to say the least. So, like I said, I hid it for myself because since I couldn't get another bottle, so, because this is batch 1, and I didn't want to finish it, so we have it for comparisons and things like that. Yeah, you'll find a lot of things here, as Will's found, especially on like liqueurs when we do our liqueur series. Some of those bottles are really old. Some are 20 years old. Hell, it's funny. I forget who asked. It might have been Craig about that Jim Beam bottle. That Jim Beam bottle we reviewed a week ago is at least probably 10 to 15 years old, somewhere in there.
Nice.
It's good stuff, though. It works. All right, so let's switch over to Maker's Mark, which we've not reviewed, and we've never reviewed any Maker Marks. We've talked about Makers, but never reviewed them. So this is the FAE 01 2021 limited release at 110.6 proof. So we got this new thing here. It is a 10 virgin toasted American oak staves. So we're going to give this one a whirl and see what we think of it, because we really haven't done anything with this one yet. Yeah, I haven't. Well, actually, I haven't finished the advent calendar since we get to 10 days, and then it happened here, and so I am currently unemployed. So, and like I said, a lot of family stuff come up, so we had to deal with that. At some point, I'll try to finish the advent calendar for you guys, even if you probably all finished it, I'm sure. But I'll try to at least put it on there at some point. Just do some brief little live streams with it, maybe lunchtime streams at this point, since not working at the moment.
Makers is a favorite of my father-in-law's, Sarah's dad.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Makers.
We've had quite a few different Makers picks and different profiles. And
yeah, I've always been a big fan of Makers because my grandfather, that was like the first premium bourbon, and that and Wild Turkey Rare Breed were the ones he's like, you gotta try this. And this is, I don't know, I was probably like 15 at the time, something like that. It's good stuff.
For Christmas, we got the French Confection.
Ooh, nice.
Maker's Mark, I think, from Sarah's parents.
Oh, awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't think the twos have reached here yet. Like the ones didn't show up till like, I don't know, a few months ago. Finally, they showed up here. I'll appreciate it, Galen. It's the way it goes. Contract is up, so it's the way it goes.
We're drinking number 2 on this list. Top 20 whiskeys of 2021.
Ooh,
a Maker's Mark.
Good. Now, of course, we all love high proof, so that alone is going to make us like it more.
Mm.
That's good. That's good stuff. The last few years of Maker's Marks special releases have been really, really good whiskeys.
They really have been, haven't they?
I've been really. In fact, we need to do a night of them. If we could, once we can maybe find the 2, and I've got the other ones. Oh man, that's too bad. But yeah, if you get a chance, maybe find one. They're really like I like 2020s, I like 2019s a lot. They're really good stuff. They drink a lot of alcohol in Cobra Kai. It sucks that Coors is a sponsor, but they drink whiskey and wine all through the show also. It seems to center on alcohol and fighting. That's not a bad thing. It sounds like a great show to me, which, like I said, I do watch it. I'll get into it here in the next few days and finish that whole, I'm sure, season 4 quickly.
Did we get a bottle of the sexual chocolate?
We do not have a bottle of sexual. We still need a sample, too. I know Bobby's going to send us one. I know we tried at the Bachelor's Ball. That shit was really good.
Yeah.
But we do not have a bottle of sexual chocolate. But I have tried it. It was excellent. Most of what they've done over at Storytime has been excellent. And we do know that our Starward pick with Storytime will come out in April. So if anybody wants a bottle, we'll figure out how that's going to happen with links and all that good stuff. I think we're allocated for our channel 70 bottles. The good news is it can ship anywhere in the country. So we can, and I think up into Canada too, they've got a license to ship it all, so which is awesome. So we can get this all of our fans this time, which is really cool.
Nice.
So I'll be really excited to share some with everybody finally, not just the people here in Texas.
That's right.
Hey, Matthew Parks, how's it going? Excellent. We like a bottle. We'll remember that.
Oh, this is beautiful.
This is really good. Now this one looks like it's probably a great place number 2. This is really good.
Yeah, it's big, it's bold, it's rich. It's down home plate of bourbon territory, but it has some outlying notes. It has some toasted coconut. It has some like a walnutty kind of vibe going on to it. It's very, very heavy into the wood char and oak. I enjoy the heck out of this.
Yeah, those 10 toasted staves did a hell of a job. Hey, Donald, good to see you. Just heading home there. I'm sure you'll be here soon enough. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is really good. Yeah, like I said, we hadn't had this prior tonight. I've been saving it till we did this night. This is good. And this will only get better as it opens up. We'll get a full review soon enough. First, I'll review Makers for you guys, just so we get the history out of the way. As you guys know, I do love history. And when these old brands get stuff, I talk for 5 to 6 minutes, and Will sits there and just has to sit there and grin. Then he puts at the bottom, if you don't want to hear Matt talk for 6 minutes, go to this point.
It was 7 minutes and 41 seconds for Jack Daniels. 7 minutes and 41 seconds of history before I could start giving nosing notes.
Hey, but it was a really good history lesson.
It was. It absolutely was.
Like our history lesson, I go really in depth in history. Like I said, I really love history. So I try to give you guys really good stuff. And sometimes I can't find squat, and I'll tell you, there's just nothing. Like we've got a report coming up. There's basically nothing on it.
Or this website sucks.
Yeah, or that too. So, yeah, it's always good stuff. Okay, so Ben Deemer says, go look at my Instagram from Saturday. I compare Sexual Chocolate with Alberta store pick of Jack Daniels Barrel Proof as my recent head picked Jack Daniels. Very nice.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to go up against, man. Those Jack Daniels single barrel proofs are.
Yes.
I have to replace the one that I've pretty much drowned.
I got a pick. So Cowtown did a pick of it that I got from Charlie. That's really, really good. That we will have to do. We'll do a whole night probably, just Jack Daniels single barrel picks.
I think that's my 5th bottle of Jack Daniels single barrel proof since my wife got into whiskey. I didn't buy any before she got into whiskey and found that she liked that one.
Oh, Bardstown Fusion 3, very good. We've never done any Bardstowns on this channel ever, actually. But I have several of them. I've tried them. They're freaking great. I just never have poured any of them for whatever reason. I don't think they're actually open. I just tried other people's bottles, and they're really good. Yes, I do love the history, so it's all good. Not that anyone's time me sugar, just Will is. Because some people, they don't care. But that's fine. I'm okay with it. Other people I know love the history stuff, so it's all good. Yes, we're giant history super nerds. That's why my other favorite channel is Mark Felton Productions, about mostly World War II. And it's all the inner nerd you can. He's a history professor over in England. He's amazing. He's like, I don't know, 1.5 million subs, something like that. So he's a really big deal, and he's a really good channel.
Oh, come on. I like that one a lot.
Exactly.
This one.
Hey, Dustin, how's it going?
This one was worthy.
Yeah. Yes, exactly, Dustin. Just so few bottles. Exactly the reason.
Salted peanut. Man, I don't get that on Jack Daniels single barrel proofs.
There's some peanut that we just drank.
Yeah.
I think especially it is a black pepper and salty note. Nice caramels on the finish. That's good stuff. Like you said, that it's got like it's coconut, but it's like the coconut flakes themselves you find in like a candy bar or an alcoholic beverage, like a pina colada. Like,
I'm thinking
texture of that. That's what I'm
thinking. On the top of a coconut cream pie, you have those toasted coconut shavings. Well, they've actually kind of like toasted them up a bit.
Okay.
That's what I was getting on them.
Barrel proof versus Sudafed. Not really sure what a Sudafed means. What does that mean? I've never heard that term before. And barrel proof, we know what those are. There's a difference in all the barrel proofs. Yeah, there's lots of difference in each bottle, as far as we can tell, but it all depends. Wait for -20 Celsius. Holy shit, Donald, that's cold. It got really cold. It dropped 60 degrees here for us. We went from the 80s to the 20s. It is not pleasant for us. And here in Texas, that's just too freaking cold for us.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't imagine waiting for the streetcar. Oh, standard. Okay, that makes more sense than Sudafed. Yes, there's usually a significant difference in the barrel proof to the standard, especially if you compare, Jack Daniels at 80 proof to most of the barrel proof Jack Daniels are, in the 100 and upward 120s, 130s.
Usually it's lower 130s up to 140s. This one is 132.1.
Nice.
And we've had a 136 in the house.
Our favorite is
137 too. Like they get up there and they are big and in your face. And I love it.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, Leo, very nice. Yeah, you'll enjoy that. I watch his show when I do laundry. That's my favorite thing to do is listen to about World War II during laundry time. So, all right. So that is, I think, all the bourbons we have. Yes. All right. So, like I said, I've had the double oaked. I've got a sample somewhere downstairs of that double oaked Peerless. Like I've got a regular Peerless, but it's not what they had. And I thought it was pretty oaky to me. It wasn't my favorite. It was okay. I don't even know why I opened this. This is a rye anyway. But it was all right. It wasn't my first choice to really belong in that list, but it is what it is. You're in the upper 20s with the 4 most sustained winds, Galen? Holy crap. 14 degrees there in Wisconsin. Super. 20 degrees only 4 American, so that's cold. Yes. It's really freaking cold, Dustin.
-4 is still flipping cold.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. That's cold.
I don't know. I haven't done any research at all on it, Galen, but more than likely it's probably sweet mash. Everything else is just sweet mash. So I'd be surprised if it wasn't sweet mash. 16 degrees in New Jersey. Damn, that's just too damn cold, guys. Like I said, it was in the 20s here this morning. I think we got to school, it was like 21. That's cold for Texas. We don't like the cold. All right, so you want to do Andalusia next?
Sure.
All right, let's do Andalusia. So this is the 3. Let me get a wrap bottle. I brought out my old 2-year bottle because that's all I have. So I had Will send me the 3-year, so I can try this. I haven't had the 3-year yet, so I'm excited to try this evening. And I do love Andalusia Striker. It's my favorite. It's also my wife's favorite.
It's also my favorite, Matt. It's the reason I wanted to join the company was this whiskey was the selling point for me. Yeah. For those of you that may not know, I am a little bit biased in this. I actually work for Andalusia Whiskey Company. I got a job with Ty. I'm repping his products up here in the DFW area. But, this whiskey is one of the main reasons why I wanted to work with him and work for him. It is a smoked single malt, but instead of using peat smoke, they're actually smoking it with 3 hardwoods. And it is absolutely delicious.
Yes, it is.
Put out at 50% ABV.
Can't go wrong. Yeah, you get all those beautiful different woods in here. So this is what applewood, mesquite, and oak.
And oak, yeah.
Oh yeah, especially when they do the finishing, like that Madeira finish was mind blowing good. Yeah, we had to review those too. We got the Madeira and the sherries. We've got all of those. We need to review all of those. Yeah, see, there you go, Eric. Hey, Bill, good to see you there. The Whiskey Dick. You guys haven't checked out the Whiskey Jeff and check out his channel, one of the old school great channels here on Whiskey Tube, for sure.
If you live in a state that happens to be one that whiskey can be shipped in and out of, if you can buy whiskey online in your state, you can go to AndalusiaWhiskey.com and it will ship to you.
Holy crap. The 2-year to the 3-year is a massive difference.
Is it?
Whoa, that's amazing how good this 3-year smells. And the 2 is amazing. This 3 is just
it got more deep and dark to me.
Yeah, it's exactly what I would say. Deep and dark and beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And I think more of the actual malt comes forward in the 3-year than it did in the 2-year. I get more of a fruitiness on top of the smoke.
Oh yeah, a lot of fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana, because Indiana, you guys can't get. See, we can't buy on that, but I guess Ty's got a way for them to do certain states now.
Yeah,
I guess Indiana's unfortunately not one of them. I don't know. It's too bad. So this to me definitely belongs on the list in top 20. This shit's really, really good. And I'm really glad that Andalusia is getting the recognition because this shit's awesome.
Yeah.
And we've been big fans since they've started, but
Yeah, for 3 years now, I've been screaming how much I love this company. So to actually be able to work with them and work for them has been a lot of fun.
Do you know the website, Will, that people can order Andalusia at?
Ooh, I want to say it's just AndalusiaWhiskey.com. Andalusia Whiskey Company.
That probably is what it is. That would be logical.
Let's see if I can't pull that up. I am still new at my job. I'm not going to pretend I'm the best.
Jim already got it for us. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jim. Jim's the man. Even brought it right over there to our Whiskies. In case you're watching along at home and not following along in the chat, AndalusiaWhiskey.com /our Whiskies. We'll get you there.
Absolutely. Well, Bill, yes, this is fun stuff for sure.
Hello, Bill. Great to see you here, sir.
1 second here.
It looks like they do ship to Indiana. Yay.
Ooh.
Happy to hear that.
Oh, he's trying to buy a bottle. Even better. I recommend the Striker. I don't know, Will, you'd recommend the same one or not? Nice, Bill.
That's such a hard thing.
That's awesome.
I will say this. Striker is a love it or hate it whiskey.
Agreed.
In much the same sense that peated whiskeys are usually love it or hate it whiskeys. If you don't have a palate for the smoke, it is probably not going to be for you. My wife loves the stuff. She can't stand peat. So putting it up against peat is not, necessarily the best way to judge. But I absolutely love this product, the Andalusia Striker. It's very, very different than anything else you're going to have in your collection. It makes a great old fashioned. It's a nice, smoky, fun old fashioned.
It's also really good with like a Dr. Pepper or a Coke. That's the thing I really do like is smoky Dr. Pepper, smoked Coke are freaking awesome. And I drink diet because I'm fat. So, it's good.
Those things are worse for you than just putting the sugar in your body, right?
Yes. All right. I am going to bring Bill in here too. So I'm going to send him this.
Yay.
So Bill I was laughing because Bill sent me a hilarious text. I'll let Bill tell you what he said here in a minute. Let me send this to him real quick. Okay.
Oh, so with this one, I get these really rich fruits, but they're baked in stewed fruits. It's stewed apples and cranberries and then just this layer of campfire smoke on top of it that is nothing at all like peat smoke. It's its own unique thing.
Oh, see, I love Kanamara cast strength burnt rubber. I thankfully finally got a sample of that from Katie down at the Bachelor's Ball. Very, very excited. Yeah, liquid barbecue, that's pretty accurate, Eric. I'd agree. Yeah, Striker's the one to get. If you like those kind of notes, that's the one I would get.
If you're interested in an exploratory, fun, good time, but it's definitely, it's not a palette for everyone. Hi, Bill.
Hey,
great to see you in there,
Matt.
sir.
Nice to see you. I'm glad to be on here. It's funny, when I was on my stream, I was like, I kind of want to weasel my way onto your stream just because it's fun to hang out with you guys.
We tried to have a good time. Worked out really well last one, 3 weeks ago or so? That was a great stream.
Yeah,
you and Jason on here, it was awesome.
So I filmed yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. Yeah, I filmed 5 episodes yesterday.
Nice.
But they were all like my best whiskey of the year in whatever category thing. And I did my usual yearly goals thing. And I mentioned about the fact that I don't really ever live stream anymore, but I like to join other people's live streams.
Perfect.
It's just way less work, right?
This
just show up and drink. So yeah. But thanks for having me on.
Especially if you're coming to one of ours and Matt sends you a care package to be on.
Oh, that's usually pretty nice too.
Those are
I owe Bill a package. I have not sent him one in a while.
You still owe me an iron root.
I do. I know exactly.
In
fact, Bill, it's wrapped up and ready to go.
Can I just give you is it ship it? I can give you the money to ship it. I want my iron root.
I will send it to you. I'll send it to you in the next week. I promise.
Well, let me know what you want. I'm happy to pay for it, the shipping and all that.
I'm gonna send you some more stuff for your Wheel of Doom too.
I will probably actually start doing those again. Those are fun.
Wheel of Doom is my favorite thing to ever do. I love Wheel of Doom.
Well, I appreciate that.
Bill, I know that you tried Striker down at the Bastard's Ball, I'm sure, but do you actually own a bottle of that by chance?
I don't, and I honestly don't remember much about it.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, so I didn't get a chance to talk about it, but I almost had the chance to tell the story about when you gave me sherry and I had no idea it was sherry, and I was just like, this is the worst whiskey I've ever tasted. It's probably one of my best or one of my favorite whiskey related stories. Because you were so excited to give it to me too, and I just felt so bad at how bad I thought it tasted for whiskey. But yeah.
I brought down some Oloroso and some PX and some different types of sherry to the first Bastard's Ball. And apparently I did not warn Bill before handing him
not at all.
Of it.
That's pretty funny.
For those watching, so he poured sherry into my Glencairn and was just like, "Oh, hey, Bill, I want you to try this." And I was like, "Cool." And it looked, I mean, it's sherry. It looked like a whiskey that had been way over sherried. And so I'm like, "Oh, neat. All right."
And there's the Whiskey Mountains. You can check
It's
that.
all right.
Check out that
Yeah. It's good. So,
yes, good stuff.
so what am I actually interrupting here? What are you guys drinking at the moment?
We just finished up with Striker from Andalusia. Good stuff.
Okay.
We're doing the top 20 whiskeys of 2021. We're going through this list from Whiskey Advocate. We have about 9 of them, I think. And we're just trying to talk about the list and all the things on it.
Okay.
What deserves to be there, what, may or may not deserve to be there.
Yeah. I touched on this slightly during my stream, but I also didn't want to go too much into it because I knew you guys were doing this. But it kind of prompted the conversation. I was talking to my guest, Nick Taylor, from Found North Whiskies. And we both had opinions, many of which came out after we ended the stream.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, nice, Brute. He bought a bottle. Congratulations on one of the best whiskeys from Texas.
Seriously.
Very nice.
nice.
All right. So how was that far? Like I said, I had to listen on silence, so it's like I couldn't hear anything. I just in the chat. All's at karate. So so how is that stuff? Is it pretty good, or where's it from anyway? Where's Far North from?
So Found North is it's sourced from Canada. But so and I'll keep this short because I don't want to overtake anything. But the whole deal is, so Nick and I knew each other before he ever started the company. He used to be a I guess you'd call it what are those?
He's an ambassador, right?
For Old Pulteney, Balblair, and Enoch. He actually introduced me to Enoch, which is fantastic because they're just awesome. Anyway, he started his own company where he sourced whiskey from Canada, and he found this just super old stuff. Like this is a 16-year, 18-year, 17-year, 16-year, and those are the youngest, obviously, right? Like he was talking about 20-something year old corn whiskey and whatever. So his whole deal is he's trying to fit a flavor profile, and in my opinion, I mean, I've tried a lot of whiskey at this point. Like these are some of my favorite whiskeys I have on my shelves.
Okay,
and
awesome.
Now I have 4 of them, and I'm very excited about that. And they're all cast strength, as you can tell by my voice. So they're just a lot.
Perfect.
But very, very good.
Is there a better pick of Balcones single malt? Well, that Maltzilla, that thing's fucking amazing. I would love to. That's the thing we got to work on as a pick of Balcones. That's what we need to do next. Especially, we could probably do that with story time, so we get it distributed throughout the country. Talk to Shane about that. A Balcones pick would be amazing, and we know Balcones really well, so that's not a problem to go pick with them. So we could definitely get with that with Gabe and Jared. That'd be a great time for sure. Scott said he got a pour of the Old Fit, very nice, in OKC. Now that's top 20 whiskey. That's probably true. I unfortunately haven't had this year. I've had the original, and it was really good. The 11-year Old Fit's fantastic stuff. All right, let's move on. Let's do the Teeling Black Pits next.
Ooh, I actually have that.
Oh, perfect. So Teeling Black Pits is we have had a review this one this year. We got to try this before it even came to the States because we thankfully know the people at Teeling.
I actually probably have as old of a bottle as you do. I was handed this bottle by Donald, actually, from Glendalough. Oh, I'm sorry. You said Teeling Black Pits.
Teeling.
Oh, this is Glendalough Black Pits.
Yeah, it's a different one, but that is also a good bottle from Donald.
I'll drink this along with you at least.
That also works. They're both Irish.
I didn't know that they had a Black Pits too. Is that one peated?
It was not very. I don't know if it wasn't good or whatever, but it didn't really
that a beer finish. That one, Bill.
What?
Is that one a beer finish? That one.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
7 years in American oak, finished in Black Pits porter barrels.
Yep, I was right. Perfect.
Yep, good memory.
So that's the Black Pits that they're referring to as the porter barrels.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, this was handed to me by Donald, who's kind of like the marketing guy, and he. I've never seen it on the shelves. I don't know. Maybe it never took off or something like that. But
I found one here. We only had it because I happen to have a bottle on our show, so that worked out good.
I'd have to double check Sapphics, but it was not very expensive. It was like more about
$40, $50, somewhere in there.
No, it was like over 100. But there's a lot of pipe back there. I laid a lot of pipe.
Oh, you're talking about your own pipes in the back. I thought you were talking about the whiskey.
Yeah.
We're going to have to build shelves here soon, I'm hoping. So,
yeah, Balcruma's Pilgrimage was really good. You're right. Yeah, how does no Balcones and all the great shit they released this year? Come on. They had my gosh, especially Dusk and Dawn and the Pilgrimage, and they had several amazing the freaking rye Pinot Noir cask. Holy shit. So, now we just figure out what's the best Balcones for. I think Balcones is gonna have its own damn category at this point every year. So many freaking whiskeys.
They almost deserve it. Balcones is fantastic. Like almost everything that they do.
That's right, Whiskey Mountains. Exactly.
I'm glad somebody picked up. I was a little surprised. Neither you or either one of you guys laughed at that. Hey, Whiskey Mountains, by the way.
I gotta let the chat do what the chat does.
So this is the point of Black Pits was it's bourbon and it sauternes like the 24-year single malt. And granted, that was Old Cooley and one of the best whiskey I ever had. But this was take up on that same concept of doing that and then peating it. But the Black Pits is an area in Dublin where this came from. Froke is always a good one for sure, Scott. But that's the concept behind the Black Pits. But yeah, to me, this is the best peated Irish on the market that I've tried.
I like it better than Kanamara, that's for sure.
You guys had the cast strength Kanamara?
I have a sample downstairs that I finally got this year's basketball. I haven't tried it yet. I just know that it's supposed to be amazing, and I'm very excited about it. Bless you.
Thank you. I at least muted myself. But
I appreciate the mute.
Yeah, no problem. The 12 was so disappointing of the Kanamara. I don't know if either one of you guys have tried that, but
it's the problem with the 12. I like the 12, but it's 80 proof, and that's the problem with it.
I found the oiliness of the 12 was not a good kind. I like oiliness in a whiskey. Like I have no problem with that, but like it was just I found the no age statement of Kanamara better than the 12-year old, at least in my opinion.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the fact that there's no blue spot in the list on it. Yeah. Like we said at the beginning, this list is not impressive. We figured out it's just advertising dollars who pays the most at this point in time.
Yeah.
Flawed list to say the least.
For sure. Oh my gosh. I think everybody has a problem with this list. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, the blue spot actually got my number one pick for Irish whiskey this last year. At least of the ones I've tried.
Yeah.
No, I know our number one, I think, is no surprise to anyone that it's Knockmore.
I was gonna say anybody that has followed us for any length of time would know that the Glendalough Dare Gaelic is the number one Irish in our book.
I didn't get a chance to try that one.
Oh man. We got a couple of trees, and I'm very, very happy that we were able to do so.
I don't have my bottle at the moment. It's a liquor hound's house, so I have to wait until it comes back before I continue a sample of it.
I'm not allowed to pour from that bottle. That bottle does not belong to me. That bottle belongs to my wife, and she can pour from it when she chooses to.
Redbreast 21, please to our Lord and Savior. So, speaking of Redbreast, tomorrow, you guys get lucky. Tomorrow is the Redbreast PX. That's tomorrow's review, which is delicious, by the way.
I will definitely check that one out. That actually is very interesting to me. I'll be curious to see.
Yeah. If anyone ever sees Milton Dare Gaelic, the answer is yes, you should buy it. It's by far the best money. It's not a cheap whiskey, but for the money, by far one of the best whiskeys you'll ever have. It's like $220 to $300. I guess we're up to $300 now. I think they're $300 now. Either way, they're totally worth it.
Yeah. I buy every bottle I find.
Mm-hmm. I've already told. So how we got most of them was Mirage is where we shop a lot here locally. So Williams, the manager, he harassed the entire East Coast to get their entire allocation sent to his store. He got trees 2, 4, and 6. No one else got them. They came here to our store. He sold 36 bottles of Dare. No one gets those. He just called up and down to harass all of them, and finally got to their executives. They said, "Fine, just send him all," and he sold all of it.
Wow!
So because we have such a big fan base locally for the Dare Gaelic because of me, unfortunately, I told people about it, and so now it sells like crazy.
It's just so magical. Like
Yeah, 'cause I let Liquor Hound Chris try it and let Jason try it when he came to the house. Such good stuff.
yeah, we just bought a Middleton Barry Crockett,
Oh, good stuff.
and that stuff's delicious as well. But to me, it doesn't even hold a
Oh,
candle.
it's not even close. I love Barry Crockett, but it's not even close to
It
it.
doesn't hold a candle to it. It's
I
just
think I sent Bill the Bluebell Forest a couple years ago.
yeah.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that
tough.
one is
When I try
even
things on the
better.
wheel in the moment, they're fantastic. I often don't remember them.
Well, it is the Wheel of Doom, so
Right?
Heard the hell out of that, Bill. A lot of these live streams that I have no memory of the whiskeys we tried.
All
Well,
right. So
I definitely have been half naked on at least 2 of your live streams.
this is true. Yay.
In one case, completely naked.
So it is. No, this is a while ago. Bill
was a while
called,
ago.
He's like, send me the
It
link.
would,
I'm
would
like,
have been more
okay.
recent, but COVID is the thing.
Yeah, he joined from the shower. I was like, lovely.
Yep.
That was the best drop in ever.
That was I don't know what convinced me to do that, but I'm glad I did.
Yeah. So my favorite tree is the Grinnell's Wood. Tree 1 is by far my favorite ever. Tree 5 we got a sample of. Brad's in a sample of. Tree 5 is out of the Knockrath Forest. Amazing.
Yeah.
That's the best of last year's trees, I think. So it just really depends, but those are my favorite trees. So you should check them out for sure. But yes, the new Kyle.
I think the best
So
one is
excited.
the one you can find.
Well, that's a
honestly.
valid point too. The answer is, do they have it? Then you should buy it. It's going to disappear.
Right. Donald, yeah, the new one is going to be dropping soon. William was actually, our liquor store owner was actually talking to me about that earlier this week. He was telling me that he's already has it on order. So,
hey, Clifton, how's it going?
goodness.
There's our buddy Clifton over at Bourbon Bites. Checked him out.
Clifton's in.
Checked him out as well.
Hello,
Thankfully,
Clifton.
Safrix, I do have a bottle of that. I've never opened it, but I do have a bottle, and that's saved for a very special occasion. So, at some point in time, that will get reviewed. The Parker's 27 year from Heaven Hill.
Quite a few different whiskey channels in the house. Whiskey Dick Bill is joining us. If you haven't already subscribed to the Whiskey Dick, you probably should. Bourbon Bites is another fantastic whiskey channel you probably should be subscribing to.
Leo, which one do you have? Tree 4 from Bluebell Forest? That shit was amazing. I have a bottle of that. That's really good. I don't know which tree you have or which forest. So it doesn't matter. Other way, all the trees are amazing, but we all do have our favorites.
Yeah,
all right,
for sure.
so let's go over to the Ardnamurchan, which to me
Ardnamurchan, I have that.
a new distillery on the market, new to the United States as well. We're going to review this in the next couple of weeks for you guys, so I haven't done a lot of research on it yet. But I'm really looking forward to this one, and it's blockchain technology. But to me, this tastes like a young Ben Nevis, so I'm really excited about this.
Is this one on the list?
Yes, it sure is.
Really? I didn't realize that. That actually is probably deserved.
Yeah, this I think belongs on the list because I've never given this to Will till tonight. This is what
Which one is this?
It's number 12.
12? Yeah, okay.
Ah, there it is right there.
Matt, I don't even remember the last time you and I had the same whiskey on stream.
It's been a while.
It has.
Yes. Oh, so Brute. So tree. Okay, so let me tell you a little about Dare Gaelic. All the Dare Gaelics, they go to specific forests and then they go in and they have an estate and they procure these trees. Usually trees are 200 to 300 years old. And then they take that individual tree, take it down into Spain, fill it with sherry, have that all sit there for a few years, air dry it out after that. And it's just this amazing stuff that gets sent back and then comes back up to Ireland. And then they finish it in virgin Irish oak. And so, everything is traced per tree. It's amazing.
Right. And they bottle each tree
individually.
So they make probably 3 to 6 barrels out of each tree, I would assume.
Yeah, I think something like that.
And then they're going to bottle each tree together as its own unique thing.
Yes, and each tree tastes different. We can confirm that. We've tried multiple trees together, so we know for sure they all taste different. They're all amazing. There's nothing bad. They're all really, really good. Each tree is different. And that tells you the difference in just a tree that grew next to each other, how different these things are. And it's really cool.
So I just looked this up real quick because I was actually curious. So the average American oak tree harvested for barrels is 100 years old. A typical tree yields about 2 barrels.
Okay.
Wow.
Which I would that's way less than I thought. I would have actually guessed more along what you guys said about like 6 barrels. I figured it
That's wild.
These are these are much older trees.
Much older, huge ass trees.
yeah.
Yeah, usually the average age I think is around 300 years old in those things.
Right. And they're at minimum of 200.
Yes.
I really
They're
like the
huge.
nose on this one.
Yeah, this to me is really good. I really enjoyed this. This is quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we'll get you guys a full. I think the next couple of weeks, I'll do just guys get a review out for you on this one, guys. This will be good stuff.
Yeah, I need to do one too. I've had this bottle for a while. I remember actually I first got this bottle and Roy out of nowhere came out. He was like, "Oh, you're gonna love that one."
Oh, nice.
Where the hell did you come from?
Old Elk, $90. I have only had it. I personally don't think Old Elks are worth that much. I like Old Elk, but I don't think they're $90 good. I think more like $50, $60 good. But that's personal preference, of course, in any whiskey.
I'm starting to wonder if my value is skewed. Like obviously things are inflating a bit. Whenever I think about whiskey, I always it's hard to disassociate from the value, like the money that you spend on it. And I'm always just like, I feel like this should be less. But maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm like that old person who's just like, oh, I remember when like gas was 89 cents. I
don't think you're wrong. There are a lot of whiskeys that are way overcharging for what is in.
Well, you've got a weird dynamic, especially like with bourbon, especially.
Yeah.
You've got all these old school ones that are like $25 and some even under that. That are really good. And then you've got these new craft that are all 50 and up because they have to charge that much to make it, or their distillery closes.
Well, but then you also have the craft distilleries that are deciding to charge $200 for their.
Yeah, fuck them.
Right.
Like, I genuinely have no problem paying $50 to a craft distillery that is trying to do their own thing. If it's an
really
interesting
good
story, and I think that they're doing something that's unique. But when somebody like, I don't know, even Whistle Pig with their Boss Hogs, right? Like they're not craft anymore, but they were when I first started paying attention to them.
Absolutely.
But their Boss Hogs are obscene. Like they're good. Actually, in some cases they're great, but $500 for what they're putting out is stupid.
Well, their goal with those was to basically outdo the secondary market. Well, success.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll sit around for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
It's like,
but it completely takes away the secondary market, which, I can't blame them for wanting to do.
No.
Yeah.
Like it really does get ridiculous when a whiskey distillery is charging $100 for a bottle, and or worse. I walked into a liquor store that had 3 bottles of Blanton's sitting on the bottom shelf behind the counter, and I said, "Well, how much are you selling the Blanton's for?" And he told me $200.
What? It's
and
really
I told him, "Well, I don't really
$60
want my
as far as
whiskey
I'm
to be in
concerned.
your store anymore."
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said about blends, my aunt collected. I got her all of the horses so she can mix it with soda. So it's nice. I think it's hilariously funny.
That is pretty funny.
I'm like, yes. I'm like, oh, you know what I got this for? My aunt's mixed with Coke because it's funny.
I have a bottle of Blanton's Gold up there. One of these days, I should just do a short where I like mix it with Coke or something like that.
There you go. Yeah,
we were gonna do a Pappy night where we did all what's the best Pappy and Coke.
There you go.
I thought about that a long time ago, and then couldn't get my hands on any Pappy. So I was like, oh well,
that's what I said. I was like, are you like that's and he told me that they had a limit of 1 per customer because they had a guy that came in and bought 6 at one time. And I was like, you've got to be freaking kidding me.
Yeah.
Why would anybody pay that kind of money for that?
I don't know. Stupid. Yeah, fuck blends. Exactly. It's nothing. It's not special, guys. Just get your bottle of H&H if you can even find that, and it'll be fine. It's the same damn thing at 80 proof. So Old Elk 5-year for that's not bad. And the wit now of
interaction the other day. I was at Wegmans grocery store right near me, and I went up to the guy. They have this really nice liquor store, and they often get allocated bottles, but they don't put them out on the shelf. You have to kind of ask. So I was buying the Lefroy Carchus.
You were.
The
cask strength here, the PX sherry.
That one should have been on the list.
Yeah, I'm
Why
really
is
excited
that
about
not on the list? That shit's
Seriously,
amazing. That is by far the best single malt of the year.
If
So-
you are
so
a fan of peat, holy hell, that's a bottle.
I had talked to the guy that kind of so let me paint a picture for you. So they've got this big liquor section, and there's a back room, and this guy just sits in the back room all day. I have no idea what he does, but he doesn't do anything. Every time I see him, he's just sitting at the desk. And so I asked him, this is behind lock and key, and I was like, hey, I'm interested in the PX Sherry. And so he comes out, he unlocks it. I was like, hey, while I'm buying this, just do you guys have any allocated bottles available? He's like, well, what are you looking for? And so I told him what I do with the whiskey channel and everything. He's like, well, I have some stuff. And I was like, okay. He's like, but I have to know what you're looking for. I was like, I'm looking for literally whatever you have. So he's like, well, I have some Weller Special Reserve and some Weller 107.
Oh boy.
And I was like, well, I'll take one of each. That'd be great. And he's like, well, I can only give you one. So I grabbed the Special Reserve because I've already done the 107 before.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just thinking to myself, like, what freaking world do we live in where a $35 whiskey is an allocated bottle that you have to ask for by name, and it was like hush hush about it, right?
Well,
And he stepped away from his desk to walk me to the register so I could purchase this. And it just none of that made any sense to me.
That's
but
so
either way,
stupid.
I got myself a bottle of Weller. So
I
it's
mean,
the second
yeah.
bottle of Weller I've ever had on my shelf.
See, my aunts were looking for that at Christmas time. They're like, yeah, my aunt and uncle, different ones of them went to different parts of near Plano, which is a little bit east of here. They're like, yeah, we couldn't find Weller anywhere. I'm like, yeah, it's allocated now and it's stupid. Just tell me when you need a freaking bottle, I'll get you one. It's not a problem.
Let's tell the stream a little bit about this. We're drinking number 12 on the list, Matt.
Yes, what do you think of it? Well, I really like this. Nice,
I do too. This is
nice
quite
light
enjoyable.
peat on it. It's a Western Highlands. It's good stuff. I really enjoy it. It's 46.8. So,
It's
non-chill
light,
filter.
but it's not.
It's good.
It's not boring.
Right.
No, I like it.
I would just describe, like, if I was gonna, after so much, I'm sorry to come on your stream and have had so much to drink, but like in general, I would just say this is like enjoyable, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's not offensive. It's not. It's
Right.
not. It's not over the top. It's a good background whiskey.
I don't
No,
remember
I
what
really
this
like
cost,
their
but I
little
don't think it
map
was
here.
obscene
Cool.
either. Like, it's just an enjoyable whiskey for what I remember as being a pretty reasonable price.
It doesn't taste overly old.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. All Weller's good for is trading, by the way. That's all it's good for. And
Yeah.
mixing with Coke. Not good for anything else. It's basic bottom shelf bitch whiskey. I don't understand why he gets excited about it.
We got
All right.
some pumpkin spice Weller.
Yeah, exactly. And they would sell like crazy. You still haven't had the black pitch yet, Donald? I am shocked. Does it not come to Canada? That's my guess. It probably doesn't come to Canada.
Right.
If not, we'll save you a bottle in our bunker of things for Donald.
By the way,
All right.
Matt, I love that new Whiskey Crusader little
I know. Eric sent it to us. Isn't that fucking awesome?
Eric. Wait.
Eric Evanson. He made it.
Okay.
So freaking
wow.
cool. Yeah.
It's
really
funny. I
awesome.
thought that was a like a barrel head. What is it? Is it?
It's a
taped?
3D printed.
3D printed. Yeah.
Oh, that's super cool.
It
Yeah,
looks like a
really,
barrel
yeah.
head, but it's
does.
3D printed by Eric or by somebody Eric knows. He sent us some coins as well.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
See, I
Cool.
wish. Yeah, that High Coast Half. I've never seen it or even heard of that on the list. I wish. I'd like to try it. I mean, I'd like to try anything that was on the list, but I've not had that one.
No, nor have I ever heard of it.
Nope, I know nothing about that one. Yeah, there's a few on here where like, man, I'd like to try it. I just don't know anything about it.
Let's
sure
go
it's-
through the list and actually talk about those real quick.
Let's talk about those we haven't had.
Yeah, 'cause we're going to talk about number 1 still. We have that one.
Yeah.
Talked about 2, 3, 4, and 5. What is
Yeah,
number
6?
6 here?
6 is that Swedish one that we've never had. I have no idea.
What the hell is Bib and Tucker doing on this list?
I have no idea. Bib and
That
Tucker is
was
bullshit.
actually, it's funny. That was the one that stuck out to me first, and I was like, "Uh-oh, this list is gonna be shit."
I tried to find the bottle tonight, but I was like, fuck it. I don't know where it is. And I don't care. It doesn't belong on this list. It's bullshit. Well, the funny thing, I was over at the Class 6, and some girl's like, do you have any Bib and Tucker? I'm like, it's basic bullshit bourbon. That's not even fucking made by them. It's a California company that imports that shit from actually Maple 35 makes it. The same people that make Kirk and Sweeney freaking rum. It's bullshit. And Kirk is good, but Bib and Tucker is nothing special. It's just basic whiskey. I don't understand why the hell it's on there. Forgets. Oh God. Okay, that's gotta be the worst. So Steven brought it over. That Wiseman, that shit's awful. He said he mixed, I think it was Sprite or something. That is the worst shit they could ever make. They go from Kentucky out to this garbage Wiseman that's 50. It was 60 originally. It's dropped down to 50 everywhere. No one wants it. It's horrible stuff. They should just dump that shit down in a toilet and clean it with it.
Now talk about Old Fitz, Matt.
Old Fitz is delicious. You just can't find it. I wish Old Fitz was available everywhere, but it's not. It's a cool ass bottle. That decanter is fucking sweet. It's really good. The new Nika, I tried that. Our buddy Knight brought that over. It's way sweeter and unpeated. In other words, the old pure malt was peated. I like the old pure malt better, but it is what it is. But it's still good. It's nice and fruity and light. Of course, Glendronach Portwood's really, really good. I just don't have this year's bottle. I have an older bottle, but it's really good stuff. That probably belongs on the list. I don't know. And of course, Bruichladdich. I think Bruichladdich is going to be amazing. I haven't had that particular one, but I'm sure it's great. It's Bruichladdich.
Yeah, but Port Charlotte is on our list of best peated pretty much every time.
Yeah, exactly. Rampur, that's got to be bullshit. It's Rampur.
It's bullshit. I have it.
There's just no way that one's that good. Especially
it's absolutely that was another one that stuck out to me as like, is this seriously the best that they could do in 2021? I mean,
no,
I know the world is fucked in 2021, but like this is not what they could come up with.
They must have like bought an assload of advertisements for Rampur. Like Rampur is like the sweetest. I mean, it's not bad whiskey. It's nothing to write home about. Sure, it's going to be number 7.
Sava,
yeah,
right?
Whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, because
then that Wild Turkey 1 Master's Keep, it's a $200 bottle. I tried it a couple times. It's good, but it's not $200 good. I was disappointed in it personally. We tried it multiple times over the last few months.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, the first time we were really just second. It's better, but it's nothing special. Like, I didn't even bother getting a bottle because I didn't think it was very good. Yeah. So I was like pissed off on that one.
So you like the last year's release better because that one was quite good.
The 17
last year's release was really, really tasty.
Oh, you got to try that, Jim? Nice. So it was pretty good. I imagine it is. Yeah, Bib and Tucker is an old ass Dickle. Nice, great.
Nobody likes an old ass Dickle.
No, exactly. So let's drink their number 1, the Nick Offerman, which is going to come. The review of this is coming out next week for you guys.
Oh, totally.
Total bullshit.
Yes.
I mean, I like this whiskey. It's 11-year Lagavulin, which we like. Obviously, Nick Offerman, we like Nick Offerman, we like Parks and Rec, we like Ron Swanson. We like this was made for his father and all that stuff. Finishing Guinness, which I had a Guinness during the review. It's all good.
And after.
And after I finished it. Actually, I finished it this morning because I forgot about it. It's fine. I drank it for breakfast. It was delicious.
Nobody's judging here, Matt.
It's all good. Guinness is like breakfast beer.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. Lemon citrus peat bomb. Hell yeah.
I need another glass though. I'll be right back.
Ooh, lemon citrus peat. Yeah, that sounds really good. Yeah, I got to I'm gonna call Justin or Eric. Oh, Erica's probably about to have a kid. She's probably not. I'll call Justin.
Some bottles are worth $100. Some bottles are worth $200.
Yeah, because this one
really are bottles that are worth that much money. The problem is that people pay for bottles that aren't worth that much money.
You're probably right, Leo. More than likely that Compass Box, which is I say that for last because that shit's amazing.
The Compass Box number 3.
Number 3. Oh my god, that's so damn
somebody
good.
just told me today that it's available in it. It's probably like a 40-minute ride for me.
You should. It's worth a drive.
That's worth a drive, Bill.
Great. I was really hoping you weren't going to say that.
If it's at MSRP, Bill, it's worth the drive.
Well, so it's 130, I think.
I'd pay that.
It's worth it. Oh, it's totally worth it, Bill. You will not be sad. The Lagavulin 12. Yeah, I saw that new LE 2021. I would like to try that. I usually like the Distiller's Edition. Those are good. Yeah, but I know it's supposed to offer, a cask strength Oban this year, which I'm really looking forward to. I hope to hear God and get a bottle of that.
A cask strength Oban? I'd be very much for that.
I'm very much for that. You're right, exactly. The Teeling is the best damn stout finish I've had yet. Okay. Yeah, we haven't had a stout finish from
Teeling.
It smells like the inside of my boot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. In a good way.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah, it's very leather toned, isn't it?
It is.
Ooh.
I didn't pick up on that prior
Oh.
to tonight, but
Jerry, I got to sample that from Travis. You're right. That quintessential American single malt is really, really good. Jerry, I forgot. In fact, I think I have a bottle in a box at their house that I brought her from Austin. So yeah, I think it's in your closet. Scott, I would not buy that 15-year. The 14 was good. I didn't think it was worth what I paid for that. I didn't even bother with the 15-year. I'm just so tired of source shit for that kind of money. I'm like, it's just ridiculous.
Hey, man.
It's not that good. It's just not.
Like the whole point of having a distillery is to do your own thing. Why?
Yeah. Source shit and pay $130 for it. Like
I get people need to make money for a little while. This is something that's always confused me. And tell me to shut up if you want to take the first sip and we'll talk about it, but whatever. So if you start a distillery yourself and your first 3-4 years is you aging your own stuff while sourcing whiskey,
sure,
people are going to form an opinion about your brand.
Absolutely.
That is no longer going to meet what your brand is once you release your own stuff. Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
If you can't afford to just sit on your product for at least 2 years, you should not start a distillery.
Agree. Yeah. Illudium Q36, a Discovery 3, 4, and 6. Okay, I will agree with that. Those discoveries from Bardstown are amazing, especially some of these special finishes. Was it the Labatt? Oh my god, that or Labu, whatever the hell that Armagnac expression. Dear Lord, that we had at Psalm 2, one of the best whiskeys by far this year we've had. That shit, we all raved over that one because Jason Souter brought all 3 of them. Fuck me, that shit was good. That was probably one of the best. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it. That's the one I'm missing of the special selection is that one. And I'm just so disappointed I could never find a bottle of that one. That's on my list of, if you find a bottle, definitely buy it because it's fucking amazing. Now, this is good whiskey. Like, I love the peat on this. I like the finish. This smelled even better today than it did yesterday. It's probably because we had all that bourbon prior.
There's nothing bad about this whiskey, but what bothers me is that the fact that this hit number 1. Like, if this is the best that Whiskey Advocate could come up with this year,
it's not even close.
Right? Like, this is not what I would expect to be an S tier whiskey.
No, it's like, this is not number. It's good whiskey.
Yeah,
maybe it's top. I don't even know if it's top 20. It's good, but I don't think it's anything that's gonna like write home about that's super special.
And I mean, in my review and my overall, like, I think in a couple days my top scotches of the year comes out. Like, I didn't have anything negative to say about this whiskey. It's just not
bad about it. It's
just not top 20 of the year whiskey material.
No, it's not. Ooh, Bardstown Prisoner, that's a good one. Yeah, the Chateau de la Botte. That one is just that shit's. You need that one. If you ever find that bill, buy that bottle. It's worth. Which one? That Chateau de la Botte. It's the Bardstown one. Good Lord.
Oh, okay.
You got to get that bottle.
Okay.
There was a time that I could not agree with you more. There was a period of time in my life that I thought $100 for a bottle was.
There are many scotches that are worth that to me.
Ever spend?
There are very few bourbons that are worth that money.
Amen.
William Lou Weller, George Stagg, those are worth it to me. Like, I wouldn't pay that for Stagg Jr., but of course, I guess it's now just George Stagg, or just Stagg now. Yeah,
Stagg.
You know what's funny? Even though Booker's has hurt me in the past, if Booker's put out anything and actually charged $100 for it, I would be all over it. Like, if they had the audacity to charge an extra $20 on top of what that's what I mean. Like, not if they're
tried to do that a few years ago, and then people got all pissed off, and then
but that was them moving their entire line to, hey, whatever we put out is going to be $100. If they put out something like say the Booker's Rye, I keep going back to that one. Oh, they knew that was special and they charged more for it from day one. I would jump on that. Again.
And Dale, you're correct. That's exactly it. Because bourbon is just not that complex compared to Scotch. And that's exactly why I would pay way more for Scotch than for bourbon. There's just so many that are so much better.
Yeah.
Booker's to me is just, it's
the most expensive things in our collection are all Irish.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Flo, how's it going?
We have found some really, really amazing Irish whiskeys.
Yeah. Yes. Irish whiskeys and stupid Whistle Pig.
I need some good suggestions for Irish whiskeys to do in my Irish whiskey month this year. I'm done kind of covering
24.
What?
Teeling 24 if you can find a bottle. It's $400.
I have tried it twice now.
So good.
Yeah. I've had it on 2 separate occasions, and both times it's been fantastic.
Do you have Specs near you or Total Wine?
I have a Total Wine yet.
Total Wine has possibly, because I just found one this last weekend, some Teeling single casks.
Okay.
That were actually Old Cooley that Teeling bought. And the 14-year is a PX finish. They have a 15-year at Specs that's a Oloroso finish. That one's my favorite, but Sarah's favorite is the PX and the 14-year. Check your Total Wine and see if they have that 14-year Teeling. It's $100. I think it's 109, but it is worth every flipping penny of that 109.
Okay.
Oh man, Donner Pass. I'm sorry to hear that, bud. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Days
of no electricity.
Ouch. But whiskey does still taste better in the dark. That's probably true.
And it doesn't need
to
hear
that. That's
hopefully need to be kept in a specific temperature. Thank goodness.
And I agree. Cheap bourbon is definitely better than cheap Scotch. Expensive Scotch is definitely better than expensive bourbon. That's very true. 6 bottles of only evidence in their taste buds have been compromised. A Blanco Reposado, Anejo, Extra Anejo, the Crusaders, Lone Elm Pick, and Balmer. Yeah, that'll definitely do it, Galen, for sure.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for that one, Will. For sure.
They're actually single casks.
Yeah.
I missed something, Brute. Let's see.
I always struggle. Like, this has been my struggle since the day I started the channel is, like, this could be the best whiskey possible that nobody else can get. So why would I review it? You know, like, why would I do it on the channel? It's always tough. Like, a single cask doesn't have much appeal to me as a reviewer, but it has a ton of appeal to me as a drinker. So
see, and I guess I'm happy. That's why Matt just picks what he picks, because you know, a lot of it is sent in, which is really, really thankful. Thank you to all the wonderful subscribers that send us whiskeys.
Yes, but thank God for amazing people that send us whiskey.
But a lot of the times Matt's just searching through boxes and it's just like, oh, we could review this coming week. So, you know, it could be something completely random, but you know, that's kind of the fun of it.
I've always loved that you guys just have like a palette of samples.
Yes.
And Matt's like, all right, here's the bottle. And you're just like, oh, we got these samples. So
yeah, like you guys in the last couple weeks, Will's brought me back 4 cases of vials. They're just like, I picked up tonight, like, holy shit. This is insanity.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to get them back, because now I can send a bunch of shit out because I was down really low on vials, so I couldn't send anything out. So this is good. Yes,
I would love it.
Eric is probably by far our greatest donor. We really appreciate Eric. In fact, had these awesome signs made. Sends us. He is the king of Kirkland and all sorts of other amazing things. How's it going, Simple Man's Whiskey? Good to see you. Always awesome to have another fabulous Texan in here. It's always a good thing.
Hey, Will, by the way, I'm pretty sure that your beard has gotten at least 2 inches longer since the last time I've been on your stream.
Probably so. It's got
it's really long right now.
Yeah, I think this might be the longest it's ever been.
You should do like the Static X thing. Do you remember Static X?
Yes. Like the tiny little braids in it.
Yeah, you gotta like look like a pharaoh.
And like kind of pointed forward.
Yes.
All right. Oh yes, we are definitely very truthful. I have feelings, and I don't hide them because I don't give a shit.
$65 for Powers John's Lane. That's a great price.
John, you know, in fact, we've never reviewed. We need to put Powers on the list to get reviewed. And John's Lane is one of the best bang for the buck whiskeys there is out there. I love, except for their new horrible packaging. That's a different story.
I'm totally with you.
Dale, we agree with you completely, Dale.
Yeah, I think that's good. Now you do get some Teeling for sure. Yes, we will get that one for you, Eric. Very soon. Eric, I need to get a bottle of freaking regular 1792 to compare it to. 3 Swallows. That's good stuff. I like 3 Swallows for like 38 bucks.
This is much better packaging than what they have now.
Yes, totally agree. Oh, that packaging was so much better.
Yeah.
John's Lane is great whiskey. But yeah. All right. So we got to get this one of the best. To me, this is the best one on their list, personally, but is this Compass Box No Name 3, which we did this a few months ago, compared this to 1 and 2 as well. This shit is amazing. Old Lafroig. The answer is yes, please, because it's Lafroig.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Oh, it's so good.
And it smells and tastes like very old Lafroig.
Yes. It's called
That's funny.
amazing.
Not what I would expect, given the box. Like I don't know anything about that whiskey, but I would not have picked Lafroig.
No.
Yeah, the reddish pink is an interesting color.
Like I would have
Beautiful
probably
bottle.
thought Speyside, honestly, just looking at the box.
Yeah, because
Maybe
it's a beautiful, I
Lowlands
love
or
it. It's
Highlands.
beautiful artwork.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some Speyside in here. There's some sherry. There's some Oloroso. There's some PX. There's a lot of peat.
Brute, are you not a fan of Scotch? Just to wonder. You've never had any Compass Box? Oh, dude, you got to get Compass Box.
I could see how that would unfortunately happen to a person.
Yeah, well, if you don't have in your area, it's it's hard to try.
You know what you should try to find, Sapphics, is the they have like a little Compass Box sampler pack. They come in these, they look like test tubes. Try to get that. It's, I don't know, I'd call it like $70, and it's got 4 or 5 different expressions in it. Very, very good.
Yes, that's a good way to try it. Yeah.
I was showing this off, so I need to hang this on my wall. So I have when I first started doing Compass Box, it was a long time ago, and they sent me a bunch of different stuff, and I asked them for any sort of posters that they might have. So I have
wow.
We have the Peat Monster.
Oh, sweet.
I've got what is this? Hedonism.
Oh, nice.
Oh, damn, that's awesome.
And then I've got Spice Tree.
Sweet.
And Great King Street.
Nice. The artist one.
Great King Street. And
another Great King Street.
Nice.
And then Flaming Heart. This is actually a cool one.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
I know, right? I've had this little
bring those all, Bill, and put them up in your office there.
I really need to. Yeah. I finally I can't turn the camera around very easily, but I have this Woodford Reserve tin plaque that I finally put on the wall. Cool. I don't know about you guys. Actually definitely not Matt, but I never put things on the wall. I don't like to make holes in my walls if I can help it. So I use command strips like crazy.
No, that's a good idea.
But I finally, I think I'm going to put several of those up because they look really cool.
Absolutely. Whiskey Mountain, totally agree. I really do wish more distillers would do taster packs. Totally agree with you completely. Absolutely.
Both of those are fantastic choices to try.
Yeah, I do think No Name 2 is good, but it's the least of the 3 no names.
I wouldn't pay the price for No Name 2.
Yeah, it's 1 is better than 2, but 3 is just knocked it out of the park good. So, that's what it's really, really good stuff. Yeah, you definitely need to frame those and put those all around. I mean,
I'm sad that I can't join you guys on this tram. I think I need to pick it up.
You need to drive your 40
I think you do, Bill.
It
is
not right now.
Glorious.
Oh, Flaming Heart is so good, especially the old 2015 Flaming Heart. So much better than 18's. 18's okay, but the 15's better. Oh, dude, love Compass Box. Yeah, somebody said there. I think Dale was talking about the Orchard. That's really good. Hedonism is always really good.
The Orchard is fantastic.
Good stuff.
I actually almost picked up another bottle of that one.
Did any of you guys try the what was it? It was Myth and Legend or something like that. The one
I tried them. They were okay. They're good, but they weren't what I hoped for. I didn't buy any of them. So I didn't think worth
one of them was pretty good. I think maybe I want to say the 3. It was either the 2 or the 3. The 3. I think it was the 3. I tried them actually there was a woman, I forget her name. She was the one that was responsible for coming up with the blend.
Oh, okay.
So I was at my local liquor store, and they always get these big name people, right? So we did the Whiskey Wednesday thing. It was a tasting, and they went through a couple of them, and they did the Myth and Legend 1, 2, and 3. And she was talking about her inspiration for these particular expressions. It was actually very cool. But I agree with you. I only remember liking only one of them. And I did come up to her and talk to her after the fact. And I was like, I'd love to review the third one, whatever. So,
So Dustin said, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cause I was like, the other 2 were they were good, but they were just not worth owning.
Yeah.
I just passed. I said I'm good.
What's the newest one? It's like it begins with an M maybe.
There's Magic Cask, which is it's maybe a year ago.
I'll figure it out.
Oh, Menagerie, that one.
Menagerie, that's what it was.
Yeah, Menagerie's good.
Is it good? Okay. I almost bought that the other day.
Canvas is good. They're all good. They're Compass Box.
Well, that's the thing. Like Compass Box is
the answer is yes,
99% really good, but for some reason I still hesitate whenever I see them
it's because of Orangie. It's because of Orangie.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Because it's a freaking liqueur.
All right. I got to head off. The wife needs to head to bed, so I need to start being quiet.
I didn't realize we'd gotten that far.
Yeah.
So,
well, tell Sarah I said hi. I'll actually probably jump off too.
We'll do.
Is that going to totally kill your vibe?
Let's just go ahead and wrap things real quick then.
Sure.
Bill, what do you have coming out on your channel soon?
This whole week I've got my whiskeys of the year, all different categories. So today was the American whiskey, so bourbon, rye, whatever else. Tomorrow's Irish whiskey, and then Scotch is following, and then world whiskey is following that. And then I got my 21 to 22 goals. This whole week is just filled with videos. So check in every day at noon. Eastern.
Perfect.
Yep.
We'll do that. Oh, Cohen, pick that up. Those Great King Street Sherry Cask store picks are fucking great. Do that. It's good stuff.
Tomorrow for us, we have
Redbreast.
The PX finish.
Yes, you guys should be.
I'm excited
very good. And that is good. And then we got the Crown Royal Winter Wheat. Very good stuff. And then Royano is the liqueur this week. So fun.
What time does your video come out? Like what?
If I remember,
7 a.m.
7 a.m. when I'm not busy with family and shit. Last week I fucked that up. I'm sorry. One of them came out at 2 in the afternoon.
One of them came out on the next day.
That's right. That wouldn't come out until Wednesday because I was like, oh shit.
You're not alone, Matt. It happens to the best of us.
These things happen during the week.
Never miss a release. I was like, fuck.
Yeah. I remember being like, why is nobody watching this? Oh, because I didn't release it.
All right. Well, this has been our review of the top 20 whiskeys of 2021 as put out by the Whiskey Advocate magazine.
Yes.
Cheers to you. Cheers to all of you. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks,
Hope
everybody.
you have a great week, and we'll see you here again next week.
Next week. Cheers.
Bye.